Today we're going to take a vintage pattern and make it brand new. I originally found this pattern on freevintagecrochet.com, and this pattern called for thread weight yarn, but of course nobody has time for that. So of course I updated this pattern using bulky weight yarn, specifically Brava bulky weight yarn from crochet.com. That'll be linked down below. So this pattern is called the Carolina Modern Tablecloth. I don't know how modern it is because the pattern is well over 70 years old, but the square is beautiful. So using bulky weight yarn, I was able to make a 6" by 6" square. So whatever you make works up pretty quickly. I'm actually going to use this sample piece I made on this tiny pillow I have, so it's not wasted. Alright guys, if you would like to follow along to the original written pattern, that'll be linked down below, but of course vintage crochet patterns are sometimes hard to follow along to, so I'll also have my own free written pattern linked also, where it's more easy to follow with timestamps connected to this tutorial. Alright guys, let's hop into this awesome Carolina square tutorial. We're going to begin by making a slip knot. Once you have your slip knot, we're going to chain 5 loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to slip stitch into the very first chain to form a ring. This is the ring that we're going to be working into. So now we're going to chain 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. This chain 4 will count as a treble crochet. Now I want you to place 27 treble crochets into this ring. I know it's a tight fit, but you can make it work, but you have to be kind of specific about how you do it. So remember, this is your very first treble crochet, and total there's going to be 28. So imagine this box going around. So you'll have 7 stitches up top, 7 on the side, 7 on the bottom, and 7 on the other side, kind of to form a square. So try to get your treble crochets as uniform as possible. I worked the very first treble crochet with you just in case you don't know how to do the stitch. We're going to yarn over twice and go back into that ring and pull up a loop. Now we're just going to yarn over and pull through 2 until there's no more loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So now you can pause your video here, continue placing those 27 treble crochets into the ring, and I'll meet you at the other side. We've almost made it all the way around, but I'm going to work the last stitch with you because we'll be changing colors. Just so you know, I did have also difficulty putting all the stitches in, but I tried to do them as uniformly as possible. As you notice, it's kind of squared off because all the stitches are even. So let's work this very last treble crochet. Yarn over twice as normal, and yarn over and pull through 2 until there are 2 loops left on your hook, and stop. Here we go. Here's our 2 loops. We're going to drop our working yarn and pick up our secondary color. My secondary color is white. Yarn over and pull through 2 and pull the colors behind the tails to tighten up your work. You should have a total of 28 stitches. That includes your chain 4 at the very beginning. So let's slip stitch to join into the very top of your chain 4. And like I said, you can tighten up your work behind. I'm going to be working over my white tail, but leaving the first color down because we'll be pulling it up later. So for this round, round number 2, we're going to start by chaining 1. We're going to place 2 single crochets back into that same space where we slip stitch. So 2 single crochets. 1, 2. So now we're going to start our pattern repeat. Now we are going to back loop single crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now you're going to place 2 single crochets into the next stitch. We're working through both loops. 1 and 2. That is going to be our pattern repeat all the way around. We're going to place 6 back loops single crochets followed by 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So pause your video here and I'll meet you at the other side. We've almost made it to the end of round number 2, and I'll do the last stitch with you because we'll be changing colors. So go into that back loop single crochet, yarn over and pull up a loop, stop right here and leave those 2 loops on your hook. We're going to drop your white working yarn and pick back up your secondary color, yarn over and pull through to finish off that color change. Alright, we pull that back to tighten it up, and we're not working over any more yarn. So at the end of round number 2, you should have a total of 32 stitches, and this is what your work should look like. You'll have these 2 little on the corners here, but it's still more in a circle. So let's slip stitch to join into that very first single crochet. 1, 2, there it is. Alright, to begin round number 3, we are going to chain 1, single crochet back into that same space right here. And now begins our simple pattern repeat. We are going to chain 3, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next. So I'll do it with you. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next. Show you one more time. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next. So pause your video here. Continue with that pattern repeat and I'll meet you at the other side. We've almost completed round number 3. We just need to slip stitch to join to finish it off. I've already done my last chain 3, but we're going to change colors on the slip stitch to join. So insert your hook into that very first single crochet, drop your working yarn and pick up your new color and pull through. Tighten up the yarn from the back. Alright, so at the end of round number 3, everybody should have a total of 16 loops. So now for round number 4, we're only going to be working into the loops. So what we're going to do first, we are going to slip stitch into that very first loop right here. Now chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This chain 6 counts as a double crochet and a chain 3. We're going to double crochet back into the same loop. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now begins our pattern repeat. As you can see, we're starting to make corners. We are going to single crochet, chain 3, 3 times. I'll work it with you. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's 1. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That is 3. Now we're going to do the corner. For the corner, you are going to double crochet, chain 3, 2 times. I'll work it with you. Double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 1. Double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is going to be our pattern repeat all the way around. Don't worry, I'll work it with you one more time. So the first time we are going to single crochet, chain 3, 3 times. Then double crochet, chain 3, 2 times. Alright, I'm going to be working with you just a little bit faster. You can always slow down the video. So, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That is 3. So the next part of our repeat is double crochet, chain 3, 2 times. Double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is going to be our pattern repeat around. I'll list it up above. So pause your video here and I'll meet you when you make it to the other side. We've almost completed round number 4. So now we're just going to slip stitch the join into the top of the chain 3 stitch. When you do that, you can fasten off your work and just reconnect your new dark yarn here. But I don't feel like weaving in my ends, so I'm going to slip stitch the join and change colors on my join. 1, 2, 3. Just warning, that back yarn might show slightly. So drop your working yarn, pick up your new color and pull through. Tighten up your work in the back, but not too tight to pull your stitch. So you can see that strand is pulled. Alright, so now we're just going to slip stitch into this next space. And we're going to begin to make our corner. So we're going to chain 1, single crochet back into that same space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet back into that same space. You can adjust your work and make your corner look nice because this will be the corner of your work. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now begins our pattern repeat. I'm going to work the 2 side corners with you until you get it. So to begin, we are going to single crochet, chain 3 4 times. It's almost like the previous row. So single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm moving a little bit faster. You can always click the gear button and slow down the video. So single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 3. And single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. The next part of the pattern repeat is simple again. We're just going to do that matching corner. We are going to single crochet, chain 3 2 times. I'll work it with you. Single crochet, chain 3. That's 1. Single crochet, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that is our pattern repeat. The first time we are going to single crochet, chain 3 4 times. Then when we make it to the corner, we're going to single crochet, chain 3 2 times. Alright, let's do it together for the last time. And like I said, I'm moving a little bit faster. Single crochet, chain 3, 2, 3. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 3. And single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 4. And remember, for the corners, it is single crochet, chain 3 2 times. Single crochet, chain 3, 2, 3. Single crochet, chain 2, chain 3 2, 3. All right, adjust your quarter to make it look like a nice little corner. All right, so pause your video here, continue with this pattern repeat above, and I'll meet you at the other side. We've completed the last 3 stitches on round number 5, and I'm just going to slip stitch the join into that very first single crochet. We're going to keep this same color. We're going to slip stitch into your corner, and we're going to single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. But first, chain 1, single crochet, chain 3, 2, 3, back in, single crochet. You created your corner. Now we're going to place 2 single crochets into the next loop. 1 and 2. Now we're going to do a front post treble stitch. Hope I pronounced that right. Alright, you're going to be dropping down to this very first round here and looking for the very first treble crochet. If you have trouble finding your very first treble crochet, don't worry. It should be your first chain 4 stitch. If you can't find your first chain 4 stitch, look for the 2 single crochets that are stuck into the same stitch. That is your first treble. Alright, so let me show you how to do that stitch. You're going to yarn over 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go into the post of the stitch. That means you push that stitch forward like so. yarn over and pull up a loop. And now we're just going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops until there's no more loops left on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. And this is what your work should look like. Now we're just going to place 3 single crochets into the next loop that's on your round right here. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to be working front post double trebles. All right, before we get into the double treble, I want you to go down to this round, skip that next post. You work this one, skip this treble. We're going to be working into the next one. To complete a front post double treble, we're going to yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And push that post forward and complete your stitch. Yarn over and pull through 2 until there's no more loops left on a hook. We're going to do that 2 more times into the very next stitch. Wrap 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Front post into that next post stitch. Yarn over and pull through 2. And into that second one, we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Push that post forward. Yarn over and pull through 2 until there's no more loops left on your hook. We're going to skip the stitches that are behind here. Can you see how this lays over top? And we're going to place 3 single crochets into the next loop. So miss this one, single crochet into the next loop. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to be working that front post treble stitch again. That's where we yarn over 4 times. So we're going to prep first, yarn over 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop down to that first round. We're going to skip this next stitch right here and post to the next. So skip this, post to the next stitch. And complete that front post treble crochet. Oh, such a tongue twister. All right, we have that here. So now we're just going to place 2 single crochets into this very next loop right here. 1 and 2. And we're just going to repeat all the way around. This was complicated a little bit, so I'm going to work the next part with you. For all the corners, we're going to single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. So the corner, single crochet, chain 3, back into the same stitch, single crochet. The next loop, we're going to place 2 single crochets. 1 and 2. Now we're going to front post treble into the very first round. All right, so that next front post treble is immediately after this stitch. So we have here and right there. So yarn over 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that next treble after that last one. So yarn over and pull through those 2 times until there's nothing on the hook. All right, there we go. Now we're going to place 3 single crochets into this next loop. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do some front post double treble. Let's prep your hook first. Yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right, drop down to that first round. We're going to skip that next unworked treble and work the next one. Let's complete that front post double treble. Ooh, tongue twister. Yarn over and pull through 2 until there's no more left. We're going to do this 3 times. That was 1. Yarn over 3 times. Go into that very next stitch. 2. Yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Go into that next stitch from the first round. And 3. And this is what your work looks like so far. Now we're going to skip the loops that are hidden behind these double treble stitches, and we're going to place 3 single crochets into this next loop right here. 1, 2, 3. Once again, we're going to prep our hook for a front post treble treble. To do that, we're going to wrap 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to skip 1 treble from the next one. Here's the work one. We're going to skip 1 and work into the next one. So complete your front post treble treble stitch. Yarn over and pull through 2 until there's nothing on the hook. And now we're just going to 2 single crochets into this next loop. 1, 2. Alright, so that is going to be our pattern repeat all the way around. Of course, I'll write it up above, and if it's still complicated, just rewind the video a couple notches. I'll leave a timestamp so you can find it, and I'll work the last 2 corners with you on replay. We've made it back around, and I'm going to change color on the very last single crochet. 2 loops on your hook, drop that working yarn, and pull up your new color, and pull through. Now your color is changed. Let me tighten up the back, and let's slip stitch to join for the very last round. We'll slip stitch into that very first single crochet. Now this next round is super easy. We'll start off by chaining 1 and placing a single crochet in the same place where you slip stitched. The rule of these rounds, you're just going to place in every single corner, you're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. So here we go for the corner. Single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet. Now you're just going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And remember, on the corners you're going to do single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, and 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, and then slip stitch to join, and you're all done.